Hello, team. I just wanted to take an opportunity to talk about the evaluation tool once again before we kick off our observations coming up very soon. The first round of observations are due October 14th for those that need a formal evaluation. And so I just wanted to share, especially with our new teachers, the process that we use in evaluations. So, you're looking at this evaluation tool, there are 16 observable elements, and you will never have 16 observable elements seen in one lesson. And so, don't worry about that. Whenever you have an element that is not observable, you will see a not looked for marked there. And if it's an element that is observable, but it wasn't seen, then you will see not demonstrated and see something like not seen at this time as an indicator that it is an observable element, but it just wasn't seen during that particular lesson. And that's okay. That may happen in an observation. But something has to be placed in each section in order to finalize it and share it with you. Just to kind of reiterate what each one of the indicators mean. Developing means that, a teacher knows it. They know, the curriculum. They know the content. They know how to, create, student groups, etc. Proficient is they show it. They show how to do these tasks. It is visible. It is very evident. Accomplished is now that it's been modeled, it's been shown, the teachers have shown it. Now it can be seen within each student in the classroom. They are modeling the expectations. They are modeling the behaviors that their teachers have already put in place. And distinguished is how is this an extension outside of your classroom? Whether it be conducting professional developments for staff, for your grade level, or for a group of teachers that are interested in using a certain application or what have you. But it's something that is an extension outside of your classroom. And so once again, do you know it? Do you show it? Can I see it in your students? And how is it an extension outside the classroom? And that is how we determine, the indicators. Some of these, an example like standard 1, is all about leadership. And all of this is seen in your PLTs, as you can see, talks about ethics and morality, whether or not you contribute to, those PLTs, and all that is about the leadership, within your school. And so all of standard 1 will be marked not looked for, with the exception of this line right here. Okay. And that is all about the classroom structures that you have in place. It's about safety and order within the classroom. And so this is the only row in all of standard 1 that will have a check mark, or that should have a check mark. When you go down to standard 2 is all about the relationships that you build within your classroom, the expectations that you have set forth. It's about, diversity and cultural awareness, and, holding certain expectations. Everything in standard 2 is observable with the exception of 2E, which talks about how you communicate with your families, a variety of ways that you communicate with your families. Standard 3 is all about your content knowledge and and how well you understand your content and implement that content into your classroom. Standard 4 is all about differentiation, student groups, technology, how you use resources within your classroom to enhance instruction. And all of standard 4 is observable, critical thinking, all those things are in there. And standard 5 is about reflection. You're reflecting in your practice. And that is, all three of those are non-observable. Okay. Just a reminder that you only receive one observation throughout the year. You don't receive 4 observations or 3 observations. You receive 1 observation throughout the year. The other observations, the walkthroughs, are all formative assessments to kind of gain an idea of what goes on in a teacher's classroom. And so it's okay if, during a formal observation, certain things aren't marked, as long as those things are seen consistently within your classroom on a daily basis. This observation tool is not about what's seen that one particular day. It's about what is seen throughout the year. And if this is something that consistently happens in your classroom. And so I want you to keep that in mind. It's about consistency. And does this regularly happen within the classroom setting? I think that, this is, this tool, sometimes, it's not a one size fits all. So there has to be some judgment made when we are, observing, certain teachers, because, things that may be evident in the core classroom may not be as evident in, one of the specialist classrooms. And so we look at how, to ensure, what is going on in the classroom is reflected in this evaluation tool. So again, observations will begin in October, just as soon as we finish PDPs, and certain things that we will discuss at a later date that we'll be looking for and focusing on, will be addressed. But I wanted to give you an idea as to how the evaluation tool is viewed and how it will be used throughout the building. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask.